These superpowers are the capabilities that make Catalyst unlike anything else, built specifically for the hard problems of networked collaboration. There are multiple ways to add and import data into Catalyst and keep it maintained. The first method is in real time, right from wherever you are. While you're browsing the web, anything you find worth saving you can add straight into Catalyst. You can add it to your library, choose a particular list or space, or even add a note, right then and there, to yourself or others. Your research lives where you and your community can use it. Next, you can add in real time directly from Catalyst, integrating with all the features and platform inputs. The form allows you to choose whether this resource goes into a particular space or is just for you and your personal knowledge management system. You can also add additional details when you're creating and decide who to share this with at that moment, or stick with the privacy-based defaults. As far as adding multiple items at the same time, while you can do this from inside Catalyst, the real superpower here is being able to bulk import your existing data from other sources where you may have hundreds or thousands of data objects. Our Airtable integration allows you to sync your data and keep everything updated over time. This means no starting from scratch, no labor-intensive manual adding, and you're not locked into a platform that you can't get out of. There's also integrations for Kumu, Miro, and more. Your data lives where you want to manage it. Catalyst connects rather than competes. The way you see knowledge shapes what you do with it. The same data, seen differently, unlocks different kinds of thinking and greater insights. There's the gallery view for visual browsers who want to move through content intuitively. The map view for people and places where location becomes context and the geography of a network becomes visible. Then there's the graph view through Kumu, which reveals the connections between items that no list could show. The whole network at once, navigable and alive. The agenda view for events and conferences transforms the content into something participants can actually orient by. Not just a schedule, but a roadmap of sessions, presenters, and themes that helps them decide where to be and why. Catalyst doesn't force your community into one way of seeing. Everyone is able to engage in the way that works best for them in any different context. This is an amazing way to boost collective sense-making. And the real beauty is, it's all the same data set. No duplication of data and no separate tools required. Just different lenses on the same shared knowledge. This superpower is about the compounding effect of a collectively curated knowledge commons. When you add an item, Catalyst checks if it already exists. If it does, then there's no need to recreate it. You can review the item and make sure it's what you were going to add. You can see where it came from, who created it, and the places it lives. Then, you reference the item instead of copying it. Add it to a list, add it to a space, and you're done. One item, accumulating notes, connections, and conversations from everyone who engages with it over time. It means the commons get smarter as more people use it, rather than more cluttered. Speaking of notes, those happen to be another superpower of Catalyst. Notes live on the item itself, not in a separate chat thread or disconnected record. The knowledge object gets richer every time someone engages with it, and nothing gets lost. Public notes build shared understanding that accumulate over time. Private notes let you process and track without anyone else having access and you not having to separate your thinking from the item itself. And your notes are never buried. From anywhere in the app, your personal notes library collects everything you've written, all in one place. Find the note you wrote 6 months ago in seconds, and then jump directly to the item it lives on. You can also see notes others have shared with you, so the thinking that happens in collaboration stays just as accessible as your own. This is a commons that compounds rather than fragments. This superpower is about what happens across spaces, how knowledge travels without losing its origin. So let's say you're browsing in a space and something catches your attention. Right from where you are, you can save it to your personal library. And then you may realize that others in your community would benefit from this too. Also, right from the item, you can add it to a list or bring it directly into a space you're a member of. Your community benefits from what other communities have built, without anyone having to recreate or recurate what already exists. This is also designed with guardrails. As you can see here, even though it was added to another space, it's not yet listed there. That's because space admins can choose to review what members bring in before it appears. So communities maintain curation control while still empowering members to contribute. After approval, now the space is connected with the item. This is collaboration with structure. Admins can also review and approve incoming items in bulk, keeping the process efficient. And even once an item lives in your space, as you can see, it remains read-only unless the original curators grant edit access. This allows knowledge to travel while maintaining integrity. This is the de-siloing of knowledge. One item living in many contexts simultaneously, connected to its original source. This superpower isn't any single feature. It's the way that you're able to create the conditions that allow your community to thrive. Start with what people see first. Custom colors, images, and welcome text mean members land somewhere that feels built for them. You can even create a custom design theme that matches your brand. With custom onboarding questions, you decide what you need to know about your members, and not everyone gets asked the same thing. For example, presenters are asked about their sessions and expertise, and attendees are asked about their interests and how they'd like to connect. This isn't cookie-cutter onboarding. It's the right questions for the right person from the moment they walk in. And you choose how they get there. There's a rich guided onboarding experience for communities where depth matters and members can go through at their own pace. Or you can create a custom form that provides a frictionless, quick join process for events where speed and ease of use is required. Those onboarding answers don't just sit in a profile. They become the foundation for matchmaking and connection as the community grows. The questions you ask on day 1 shape who finds who on day 100. What's more, you don't have to wait for people to show up to have a full community map. You can pre-create profiles for your current members, partners, and participants, then invite them to claim and take ownership of their profiles and information. This allows established communities, events, and ecosystems to show the breadth of who's involved from day 1. You can structure your space in a way that maintains consistency and keeps it valuable for participants. Define what kinds of items and resources belong in your space and each individual list. Being able to choose the right item types means members add knowledge consistently, providing better search, views, and a repository that really makes sense. And on any item, you can add custom actions that match the engagement you're trying to create. A button to connect, a way to get more information, a vote, or a prompt to share a story. Every touchpoint designed to reinforce the culture you've already built and bring it into action. For spaces that contain real value, Catalist lets you sustain them financially. Sell event tickets, set up recurring membership subscriptions. It's all built in, no bolt-on payment tool required. Because the communities doing the most important work shouldn't have to struggle to keep the lights on. Catalyst's Superpowers. It's not a feature list, it's a living ecosystem. Catalyst is built in partnership with the communities it serves. If this resonates, let's talk.